Now, Game of Thrones star Emilia Clarke is launching a campaign for improved treatment for young patients who suffer a stroke after she experienced 2 life-threatening aneurysms 8 years ago.
Speaking exclusively to this programme, the actor told us how she wants to see more specialist stroke teams in England and more rehabilitation nurses trained up. John Maguire went to meet her.
We have to go home.
For the past 8 years, one of the main characters in one of the world's biggest television shows has been portrayed by Emilia Clarke.
Does it hurt?
But after filming the first series of Game of Thrones, the actress, best known as the Mother of Dragons, while still in her mid-20s, suffered 2 brain hemorrhages. She says recovery and rehabilitation was tough.
It's something that has been perceived to happen to older people. Therefore, when you're a young person experiencing it, there's a whole host of other kind of mental health aspects that largely go unnoticed. And that's what I care about incredibly deeply, because that's what I experienced as a young person who had it.
As a result of her experience, through her charity called Same You, and as an ambassador for the Royal College of Nursing, she wants to improve the care for younger stroke patients.
Because I had an incredibly loving, supporting family and friendship group, and I had the incredible care of 2 brilliant specialist nurses, I got that whole aspect, and I saw where the gaps were. I saw where I needed to help myself in that way. And so what I want to do more than anything is to be able to give young people who have a stroke the opportunity to have those for them as well. I put so much pressure on myself to be feeling normal. And it was that strain that exhausted me more than anything else. That's what brought on anxiety. That's what brought on fatigue. Is just this fear of, wait, I'm not meant to be feeling like this. I'm meant to be okay. You've told me that I'm okay now. Why don't I feel okay still? And if I could be able to help a young person who was in the same state that I was in, then I know that they would be able to be lifted and feel lighter in themselves. And that's just, yeah, such a goal.
Rightful heir to the Iron Throne.
Earlier this year, her Game of Thrones co-star Kit Harington spoke out about how the end of the show had affected his mental health.
Kit was incredibly open about how he felt about the end of the show for a very good reason, and he's brilliant at what he does because he feels that, because he put his heart and soul into it. So yeah, encouraging that kind of behaviour across the board, I think, will just make it better.
She's ruling out any return to the long blonde locks in any prequel that may be made.
I think there's something that's beginning from much before, but I don't really know too much about it because it won't be me.
It won't be you.
No, the heat's turning down a little bit for sure, which is lovely because I'm hell-bent on living a normal life. I sort of won't give that up for anything.
John Maguire, BBC News.